Our coverage continues tonight on lead poisoning in Erie County. The health department has identified 9 zip codes in Buffalo where there's a higher risk of kids getting lead poisoning. We first told you about this last week on News 4. The CDC says 13% of children in Western New York test positive for lead poisoning, one of the highest rates statewide. News 4's Marissa Perlman shows us how state and local leaders are now taking action.
Much of Western New York has been active in helping those affected by the water crisis in Flint, Michigan. But now we have an issue of our own.
When we learned recently that, we have high levels of lead here in children, and some estimated as double the amount of what Flint has, I thought it was very important to pay the same amount of attention here in Buffalo as we did in Flint.
This can happen easily if your kids chew on paint chips or breathe in dust residue. Now, the Buffalo Common Council is buying instant lead tests in bulk and giving them out at the True Bethel Baptist Church. They're free to those who feel their family may be in immediate danger of lead poisoning.
I don't care whether they belong to this church. I don't care whether they're in my district. This is a Buffalo concern.
Attorney General Eric Schneiderman is giving a $350,000 grant to Buffalo to help stop this issue from getting worse. It's called the Buffalo Green and Healthy Homes Initiative.
Because of the age of the housing stock, many homes predate the banning of lead paint. And as we've seen, again, with the recent lead contamination in the water supply of Flint, Michigan, investments must be made.
The money comes from settlement funds from lead contamination lawsuits. Pastor Darius Pridgeon says this exposure to lead poisoning is something he wants to stop now.
What I will never be guilty of is knowing that we have a problem and then not educating people how to stay safe.
Reporting in Buffalo, Marissa Perlman, News 4.